Hey Flosstube, I'm Michelle from Michelle's Romantic Tangle, and it is Saturday, November 16th, 2019. It'll be Sunday morning by the time I post this because it seems silly to post it at 2 a.m. Since my last video last week, I have done so much stitching. Take a look at the Emerald City Sal. I did the Lion, the Tin Woodman, the Poppy Field, the Queen of the Field Mice, and I've started on the gates of the Emerald City, and I don't know why I let this thing sit for so long. I got bogged down with the cabin and the twister at the very beginning because I made some mistakes in the cabin and had to frog and restitch, and now that I have got going on it and that I'm seeing all of the fabulous little motifs on this, I love it. I cannot wait to get this done. The problem with getting this done in a big hurry is that I also can't wait to get this done. This is Crocus and Windowsill, and last week I told you my goal was to get to here by the end of the month. I have passed that goal and I am still going, and everything about this, it is full coverage, it is a traditional still life. I love the acrylic wool blend threads. Just everything about this makes me happy. And maybe I'm just in a good mood because the shawl that I was complaining about last time is, now that I have made some more progress and that I've found all the knots and dealt with them, I am liking it a lot more. The colors are gorgeous. I still have the loosely spun yarn catches on every hangnail and every rough thing. That the more that I knit on this, the more I like it, and I actually think I have what is to me a really good idea for the ribbing at the bottom, so I'm going to keep going on this, and it might be done by the next video. I've been procrastinating today. I do not know if you will be able to tell what this is, and I should probably tell you the backstory of why I am working on what this is. The day after my last Flosstube video, the love of my life took me to see Dr. Sleep, which I really, really wanted to see that movie. My husband is not nearly as much of a Stephen King fan as I am, so I wasn't sure if we'd go see this one in the theater or not, but we did, and I tolerate the Stanley Kubrick version of the movie. If you tell me that it is superior to the book, there have been arguments in my house about that over the past couple of weeks, and no. Kubrick could have invented his own haunted hotel if he didn't want to do the Overlook the way Stephen King had envisioned. And there is some stuff in the Kubrick movie. You can't argue with the twins or that music or the hedge maze. There's some really awesome stuff in it, so I'll watch it now and then. I like it. But I could not for the life of me figure out how this movie could incorporate Dr. Sleep, the book, which follows the events in Stephen King's The Shining, the way he wrote it, and what Kubrick did to it. That was such a neat movie, and it tied it together so well that I want to watch it again. On the drive home, I was thinking about I wanted to do another Shining inspired cross stitch project. I have already done the Grady twins and the Overlook Hotel that actually is a Mount Hood Timberline Lodge needlepoint kit from the 70s that I found at the thrift store, and didn't know why I had it in my stash until I realized that was the Overlook. I know there are some other things on Etsy, and I was trying to decide which one I might want to start, as it's really late at night and the movie theater is about an hour from the house, so not quite dozing in the passenger seat, sort of thinking about what I want to start next, and then it hit me. I could make a project bag. I don't know if it is obvious what this is. It will maybe be a little more obvious when I stitch red rum down here, but this is my new project bag. It is the door from the Stanley Hotel. The Overlook Hotel. Stanley Hotel is the real hotel. And if this looks enormous, It kind of is, but I made it to fit my big knot Q-snaps that I'm using for a little girl's fancy. Because why wouldn't you do a Paula Vaughn piece in a project bag modeled after The Shining? This is the back side, and I'm going to line it with, I thought I had some fabric that was very similar to the wallpaper from the movie, but then I found some other floral fabric that suggests wallpaper, just not that wallpaper, so I'm going to use that. And I have been procrastinating all day working on this, so I'm happy it came together like I had it in my head. Let me know, does it look like the door, or am I just out of my mind here? Either way, it's going to be a bag. We went to Grandma's favorite thrift store, Value Village in Salem, hoping to do one last thrift with my me video. It was a couple days before the store was scheduled to close, and they already had 2/3 of it empty and sealed off with caution tape, and there was nothing at all worth getting excited about and videoing. So it's the end of an era with that one. We did go to some other thrift shops to see how many cornucopias we could find, because cornucopias are the bane of my thrifting existence. 2 years ago, we were out thrifting, and my son, who would have been 13 at the time, held up a wicker cornucopia and was asking me about it. And, you know, if you angle it right and hold it up to your face, it does kind of look like a plague doctor mask. But I was looking at something else. I didn't want to deal with tacky Thanksgiving decor, and the answer I gave him, I guess, was not the best answer. Because this woman standing next to me put on her teacher voice and attitude and gave us a lecture about cornucopias and how they're a symbol of the bountiful harvest. And this woman pushed every button I have. She did, however, start a wonderful game of Let's Find the Cornucopia. For the 2 years since then, Quinn has been coming up to me. And there's a lot when we're thrifting of, hey, what's this, Mom? Because there's a lot of stuff the kids haven't stumbled across before, and I wind up explaining video discs and 8-track tapes and just all kinds of stuff. But a lot of the questions, he will come up to the side and behind me and ask, hey, Mom, what's this? And I turn around expecting an 8-track tape or something. It's a cornucopia. That kid is so good at sneaking up on me with those things. So we went out counting cornucopias, and one of the Goodwills had 9 of them. They are everywhere, and it's never neat ones. I did look up cornucopias to see if somehow they were something sacred and wonderful that I shouldn't have been so dismissive of, and honestly, I did not know that they had their roots in Greek mythology and Zeus's magic nursemaid goat that he snapped the horn off of, and then the horn spilled forth fruit and wine and something that I'm not remembering the details right, but the origins of cornucopias are actually kind of neat. That is not, however, going to make me appreciate the wicker ones in the thrift stores. And there's a whole video on looking for wicker cornucopias if you want to go watch that. We did find some other things that were really neat. Dollar Tree has got a new thing going on called Crafter Square, and I have been waiting for the local store to unload the boxes that were sitting in the middle of the aisle. Their big banner went up weeks ago, but they seem to be in no hurry. They finally got the stuff out, and I had seen these on somebody's Instagram, and I've been looking for them for months. They're cactuses, and they are the same hard clear plastic type of sticker that I used to make the mason jar needle minder a while back. I really like these, and I want cactus needle minders. Southwest Mason needs a cactus needle minder. These are also that same style. And then I love the images of these, but they're not quite the right size or shape to be needle minders, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with them. Something. Doesn't matter. I have A busy week planned. I have spent more time stitching last week than I probably should have, and like I said, I spent all morning procrastinating and not doing what I should have been doing because I was making a bathroom door with an axe hole through one of the panels so that I can make a project bag, because I've been meaning to do this since the day after we saw the movie. Went out immediately, bought the fabric, and then got myself kind of scared trying to think how I was going to pull this hole in the door off. Today, when I needed to do something else, I procrastinated by doing this. And my flowered fabric is in the dryer right now because I wanted to give it a wash and pre-shrink it. It's, I think, estate sale or thrifty. It needed cleaned. So I am going to get that together into a bag, and tomorrow starts a whole new adventure. Thank you for watching. I am Michelle with Michelle's Romantic Tangle. I will be back with you again soon. I have got some really fun thrifting planned for next week and some really fun projects planned for next week, and peer pressure, which will ensure they will get done. So I will see you soon.